Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on, man. We got some crazy news in the YSL situation, and it's not about Young Thug, it's about effing the dealer. If you don't know, he was the one YSL artist that was still continuing his rap career despite everyone getting locked up. And it's looking like he might meet the same fate as everyone else, but worse, because he just got charged for catching a body in a crazy situation that was reported on the news, where it basically ended up with the victim succumbing from their injuries in a shooting that was in Southwest Atlanta, man. We got to get into this situation right now because it's definitely not something I was expecting, because I was actually a fan of dude's music and listening to his stuff actively, thinking that he was going to be the one YSL artist that wasn't in the RICO and was going to continue on with their career. But this dude apparently just crashed out, and is definitely not looking for his career all the way, because it's looking like he might be facing life in prison, man. Let's get into this right now, but you already know what we got to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, help run up this video, and make sure y'all check out the merch too. Link in the description at staysafeworld.com, and join notification gangs when I post. Y'all ready? And get the notifications right away, man. Let's tap in with this right now. Let's go.
Now in Southwest Atlanta. In just the past few minutes, we've learned that police are investigating a deadly shooting at an apartment complex.
It happened early this morning at the Columbia at Mechanicsville Crossing Apartments at on Wells Street. Good Day's Brooke Sonner is live there. Brooke, good morning. And police say they are looking for two shooters.
That's correct. Yeah, we just heard from police moments ago, and they say, as you mentioned, they believe that two people shot at this particular victim here at this apartment complex behind me. So it is still at this hour an active scene where you can see we've got at least one officer still there in crime scene tape, along with homicide detectives. We also just saw the medical examiner leave this area not all that long ago. So here's what we know according to police. They tell us that they got this call right around 2 o'clock this morning here at the Columbia at Mechanicsville Apartments. They say when they got here, they found a 28-year-old shooting victim inside his car. So police right now, they're working to figure out exactly what led to this shooting, but they say that 3 people approached the victim's car and at least 2 of them fired shots.
2 males approached this victim while he was in his car and fired multiple rounds. The victim did sustain gunshot wounds, and he succumbed to his wounds.
And police were searching for 3 men believed to be connected to a deadly shooting at a Southwest Atlanta apartment complex. Officials tell Fox 5 they were called to the Columbia at Mechanicsville Cross Apartments on the 500 block of Wells Street at around 2 a.m. after reports of shots fired. When they got to the scene, officers found a 28-year-old victim in his car. The victim died at the scene. Investigators are working to figure out what led to the deadly violence. At that current time, they believe that 3 people had approached the car and at least 2 of them opened fire. 2 males approached the vehicle. The victim was in his car at the same time and fired multiple rounds. After the shooting, police say the 3 men fled in a black Dodge Charger without a tag. Police basically arrested the main person who they saw in this incident, which was no other than Jacoby Moody, who was taken into custody in connection to the deadly shooting. And Jacoby Moody is also known as effing the dealer. And they're basically saying he's the person that took the life of 28-year-old Tremaine Glasper, who leaves behind 2 girls. The 20-year-old man was arrested allegedly for killing him, according to Fulton County court documents today. Police previously said they were looking for 3 suspects in the shooting, but have not provided an update for the search for the other 2. They just provided him as the main suspect in the situation, but they haven't really presented any evidence that made them think that it was him. This dude, like I was saying before, was basically the one person coming out of YSL that was going crazy, you know. During the whole time of this indictment, I swear I literally saw posts on blogs that were like, bro, effing the dealer, the one person in YSL that's not caught up in the RICO and stuff like that. I feel like he was a pretty new signee because he was just getting like some buzz right now, especially in the streets of Atlanta, even on the internet. Me seeing that on blogs, I'm sure people were definitely listening to his music, and there's no reason for bro to crash out. And the fact that they're saying that he had a stolen Dodge Charger with no tag on it and basically did this, and they basically tracked it back to him, which probably shows us this wasn't the, you know, most well thought out plan. Besides it being late at night, the whole fact that they already know that who it was like a couple weeks later just shows that bro was tweaking, you know. No matter what the whole scenario is, man, it's never a good look to be a signed rapper that's on the come up out here gunning down people, you know, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna advertise and like try to say promote violence or anything like that, but isn't that what people do? Like, if you're physically going and doing that, man, that's crazy. There's no reason, especially when you have all this clout, all this money, all these connections within the city, that you can blow up, make a whole career out of it. You already see what happened to YSL, you see what happened to Young Thug, you see what happened to Gunna, you see what happened to all these people. So just to see these lessons that these people are going through right in front of you, and then you just totally disregard and just do the opposite and do the same thing that got them locked up, man, that's just completely out of, it's crazy. And people saying free him, and I don't condone jail, like I don't want people to go to jail, but it's like, bro, it's kind of your own fault, you know, like, especially, it's not like you didn't have someone that basically signed you who got arrested in a whole Rico incident, you know, like, if that's the case and you saw him and what happened to Young Thug, shouldn't you, you know, try to move carefully and not just be going and crashing out? In theory, that's probably what you should do, but that's not what this dude did. And I'm not saying that he deserves jail, but it's like, but bro, if you really went and crashed out like that, it's like no one could really save you. Like, that's just being dumb at that point, because it's like there's no reason to risk your whole freedom when you had a whole deal and you basically, you know, probably worked your whole life to get signed and get on that level just to piss it down the drain. Man, that's crazy. But I hope they probably just made a mistake and it's someone else, or like they don't have evidence or something like that. But it's just like, if he did do that, bro, like you have to be a certain type of fried to even go about doing that type of stuff and go about your day thinking you're not gonna get caught, man, because bro got caught like 3 weeks later. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this situation. Real stay safe shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Link in the description for the merch. Peace.